So this video is going to be me documenting my experience playing guitar live for the first time in a very long time. I can't say I've never played guitar live because when I was in high school I was in band and I was also in the jazz band and we played some concerts. I also remember playing a few solos in the jazz band. But it's been a very long time since then, and I feel like I've gotten into guitar a lot more since that point. I also have a different guitar since that point. I just want to try to make myself slightly uncomfortable so that I can grow. Isn't that how that works? I take lessons at a music school near me, and every year they have a student concert, and I've seen the emails, but I always kind of ignore them. But for some reason this time I didn't ignore it and I responded and I signed up. Today it is November 3rd and the concert's on December 8th, and I think they're going to have it at kind of like a bar or a pub or something like that. And I feel like it's a good way to get experience playing live because it's kind of like a more low stakes environment. So now to get into the technicalities of what needs to happen before December 8th, there are a few things that are on my mind that I wanted to document and share and kind of figure out along the way. These are things I haven't really figured out yet, but I'm planning to figure out soon, or I have to figure them out soon. The first thing is, what am I gonna play? And I kind of have an idea in my mind that I want to play an original idea of my own because I feel like it would be very rewarding to play something that I created myself in a live scenario. I was thinking of this idea, which was in my last video. I think that one would have like a good energy and would be fun to play in a live setting. One thing that I need to think about is that this song is only like a minute long. It feels a little bit too short. Another thing to note is that so when I originally made that song, it was in D standard tuning, even though my guitar is like physically tuned to an E standard. So I need to figure out what I'm gonna do about that. Another thing is that I want to play standing up. If you're sitting down and you're playing guitar, I imagine like singer-songwriter acoustic guitar kind of thing, which is not what I'm going for. The reason for playing standing up is it's just not in my vision to be sitting down and playing. I'm very excited, but I'm also very nervous because, like I said, this is something I don't do often, but I know that it's something that needs to happen in order for me to get to the next level. I think that the first order of business is figuring out what I'm going to play at this concert. So like I said, I kind of already have a bass, but I just feel like it's a little short. I kind of want to beef it up a little bit. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to kind of copy and paste a section I have earlier, like the chords, and then I kind of want to add something fun on top of it. What I've learned is that you can't force anything. There are some days where I try to come up with something and it's like the first couple of ideas that works for me, but there are other days where I can sit there for hours and nothing comes. So you just have to see what happens, I guess. So let's see what happens. There's something there, there's something. Been at it for a while now. I think I have...
Let's do it!
I think I have...
Let's do it!
What's going on here?
Hey! Okay. You want to be part of it? Okay, so what I was going to say is I've been messing around with this for a while, and I think I'm starting to get like a direction of where I think it's gonna go, but I'm kind of having trouble fitting in the last pieces, so I'm gonna like record what I have now and see what comes next.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so let's do that. The ending's weird, but I like the beginning part. I just need to figure out how to like finish this.
Cool.
Do you get that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to it, but I feel like I am close. I feel like there's a vision, there's a sound in there somewhere, somehow. Today, my goal is to actually have what I'm going to play at the concert completed. So let's see if the creativity flows today. I kind of want to build on what I was doing the other day. I kind of forgot what it sounded like, but I think I want to kind of jump back into where I left off and create something on this very gloomy day. Okay, I think I might have it. So let me show you what I've got. Things could change, but I think this might be it. How's that? Do we like that? So we are going to the Long and McQuaid to try to see if they have a pedal that can let me play in D standard. We secured the Digitech drop pedal.
Which drop pedal?
The Digitech.
Digitech? Okay, I'm zooming in.
Not me on the floor. Let's try out the pedal though. I'm excited to see what it does. And I got some more picks because I lost all of mine. Oh my god, unboxing. It's a real unboxing. Ooh. I only own one other physical pedal, which is the Boss DS1 distortion pedal. I usually use digital effects, and then this Boss amp has some effects in it as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to own another physical pedal. Has a very red color. I've connected the cords to the things and I plugged it in, so let's try it. What does this do? Oh, this goes down. Oh! Octave and dry. Oh! That is very cool. Okay, this is what we came for. We came for D standard. Some people might say,
Jessica, don't you have another guitar that doesn't have the bridge that locks? Why don't you use that guitar?
and that is a good point, but I am very attached to this guitar, and I feel like I play better on this guitar, but I like this. It does what I wanted to do and more. I'll definitely want to play around with some of these other drop tunings. I don't think I've really gone below a D standard. Maybe it is time. That might be cool to have like a song where you just switch tunings like halfway through the song with the touch of a pedal. Yesterday night, for the first time, the nerves started kicking in a little more intensely. But anyway, the point is, I know I shared one part that I added to kind of extend the song, but even after adding that, my song was not even 2 minutes. For the past 2 days, I've been trying to make it even a little bit longer, so I've been playing around with the ending, and originally I was trying to do like one more kind of solo-y thing that got fast and ended high and fast and strong. But I was having trouble kind of making that work, and so I kind of switched and I went into a different direction that ends on kind of more of a slower note. I was a little bit worried that the transition might be kind of weird, but the longer it sits with me, I think it works. Let me show you what this outro is. That's that. Actually, the more I'm playing it, I kind of like it more. That kind of like low riff thing is very fun to play. Anyway, okay, sorry. If I end it there, it's 2 minutes and 10 seconds. It's a lot of time, I think, for a song with no words in it. So, time to practice. Okay, so this is the part of the video where I realized that my mindset is one of the biggest things that's potentially holding me back from performing well. So I decided to take up meditation, and for the rest of this video, every day before I practice, I spent 10 minutes meditating. Okay, I definitely do feel more calm right after that. I also want to say that I'm kind of new to this whole meditation kind of thing. From my understanding, the point of meditation is to have a moment where you're trying to focus on specifically the moment you're in without letting your thoughts stray too far and start thinking about all the things that happened in the past and all the things that you think will happen in the future, to just let your mind be in this moment, and if those thoughts come along, try to come back to this moment. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm open to any other views on what meditation is and how it is effective. Today is the day. So I'm gonna practice a little bit, but not too much. I played it a million times before. I feel confident. It'll be okay. This is my outfit. My heart rate is picking up a little bit. I also had dreams last night about this. I had a dream I was playing at the place, but when I went to play, I had this like really weird guitar where the whole neckboard was white tile with green accents that were leaves. And I remember that there were no fret markings, and I was confused, and it was like tile, so it was weird. But anyway, my guitar is not tile, so I'm really excited about that. Okay, so now I want to explain some stuff about the actual concert before I show the performance, just as some context. Also, look at the sick cinematography of my final practice session. The place I was going to play at was this bar that was about a 1-hour trip from where I live. I left a bit earlier because it also so happens that Taylor Swift was performing in my city this night. I think it was also the last night of her tour, which I thought could potentially affect my commute. Luckily though, I was heading in the opposite direction of the concert, so it wasn't too bad. The whole train ride over, my heart was beating so fast, and I kept thinking about the performance and going through all these scenarios of what could happen in my head. Anyway, when I got to the bar, after 10 minutes or so,
I felt fine. No crazy beating heart. I actually felt relaxed. I thought, wow, I'm not as nervous as I thought. Until I was called up to play and started setting my stuff up. Then I actually got nervous. But it was weird because it wasn't the same racing heart nervousness I felt on the train. This time, I could feel myself physically shaking. The performance begins. I'm shaking the whole time, not too visibly though, and unfortunately, I do make a couple of mistakes in the first half of the song. I got tripped up by the backing track and realized at one point that I was playing ahead of the track. Luckily, I think I was able to recover and get back on track, so it wasn't too terrible. It wasn't the worst case scenario, so I'm not mad at it. The performance goes on. I start relaxing into it a bit more, and then it's over, just as soon as it began. Okay, now with that, let me show you the footage.
We needed a bit of metal tonight. Thank you for that.
Okay, some closing thoughts. First of all, I am so grateful for what a positive and supportive community this was, and I feel very grateful to be a part of it. My family was there, my guitar teacher was there, of course other students from the school were there. It was really wholesome. Second, I think this night might be the starting point for some goals I now have for the future. I want 2025 to be a year of more songwriting, more playing live, and more collaborating with other musicians, so stay tuned for that.